Hello, I'm Prudence. Today's letter is about some chintzy travel companions.
Dear Prudence, I'm a lucky person who works with people I also consider friends, which means we dine out together during and after work, travel together for work-related events, and even hang out on the weekends sometimes. The problem is, I generally carry cash for incidentals. For example, if I'm traveling, I make sure to have singles and fives to tip bellmans, valets, housekeeping, etc. My friends don't, meaning they don't carry cash usually and don't make certain to have cash for tips. So I get asked routinely, do you have any singles? Or do you have any cash? I don't have any. And I used to pull out my stash without a single thought. But it's starting to add up, and there's no nice way to say to a friend or coworker, you owe me $6 from last week and $8 from the trip we took 2 weeks ago in just tip money. I feel guilty, like I'm being petty and maybe should just say no when asked if I have cash, because $20 plus a month doesn't sound like a lot, but $240 a year on these little loans that don't get repaid seems like a lot to me. I give to charities routinely, but don't consider my coworkers a charity. After all, it isn't that they can't afford our activities, it's that they rarely take the time to go to the bank and get cash, since almost all transactions can be done by debit and credit cards. I don't want to make a big deal with them, but don't know how to gracefully keep my money in my pocket when I know I won't get paid back. Signed, Cash Plenty, Patience Poor.
It is not petty to not want to be the source of all petty cash. The situations you describe are going to keep us from becoming a totally cashless society, although your friends are pretty darn close since you're their personal ATM. So what you do before you go on the next trip, when you're discussing the logistics of what time to meet at the airport, say, oh, make sure you bring some cash so you can cover the bellman, the maid, etc. If once you get there they don't have any, say, look, let's get you to a cash machine because I only have enough to cover my own incidentals.